In this video, we want to talk about the myth that says interest rates have to drop by 2% or more before it makes sense to refinance. First of all, where did this myth come from? Well, if you go back about 30 years ago, a 2% drop in interest rates would save the average homeowner about $40 per month. So less than that, it really didn't make sense for people to refinance. Additionally, 30 years ago, interest rates would change by 2% over the course of the year. As many people remember, when they shot up to 18%, they also came back down very quickly. So they dropped from 18 to 16 to 12 to 10% over a very short period of time. So a 2% move in interest rates was a common occurrence. Today, a 1% drop in rates can save an average homeowner over $200 per month, making it much more realistic. And a 2% drop in interest rates is unlikely for most people because for the past 7 years, the 30-year fixed rate has varied between about 5% and 6.5% for just about everybody. So what are the real issues to look at? Well, the first thing is, how long do you plan on staying in the house? If you're moving within the next 2 or 3 years, rates would have to move a dramatic difference to recoup the closing costs for you. But if you're going to be there for a while, smaller changes in interest rates could still be a big benefit for you. How much can you save? A small change in interest rate combined with a large loan amount can still result in significant monthly savings. How long will it take to recoup the closing costs? The larger loan amounts, again, will recoup closing costs faster with small interest rate changes, and different localities have different closing cost expenses, such as title insurance or deed stamps or things like that. So depending on how much it costs to refinance where you live is going to make a difference as well. And then what will you do with the money is probably the most important issue. Some options with that when someone saves money. The first thing is that they make sure they have a plan to do it right on what to do with that payment drops, and then some accountability to stick with that plan. I want to share an example. Some people we worked with that had a $300,000 loan with an 80% loan to value. Their 6% interest rate could drop to 5% with the new movement in the market, and it would have resulted in $151 per month savings with a $4,000 cost to refinance the loan. The first option we looked at for them was to keep making the same payment they were doing, so essentially add an extra $151 a month towards principal that previously was going towards interest. For them, it would shorten the term of their loan to 21 years, and in just 10 years they'd have $33,000 more equity in the property, and they would have saved $27,000 in interest charges. So a great benefit with $4,000 in closing costs to have $33,000 more equity in their property. As another alternative, the other extreme is just take that $151 a month and add it directly into savings. And in 10 years, they'd have an extra $23,448 in their savings account, and with the lowest rate, they would have saved $14,491 in interest charges, so a benefit both in interest savings and in adding savings to their bank account. So how far should interest rates fall before you refinance? Well, how long are you going to be staying in your house? What's your current loan amount? Larger loan amounts are going to benefit much greater from smaller interest rate movements. What are the closing costs versus the savings? Where you live and how much it costs to refinance a loan makes a big difference on how long it takes to recoup those closing costs. And lastly, what are you going to do with those monthly savings? So set your targets now and know when to pull the trigger as these interest rates are moving through the current economic cycle. So recognize how much you need interest rates to drop to be a benefit for you, and have a plan for, if you could save the money, would you use it to prepay your mortgage? Would you use it to add your savings? Or would you just use it for normal cost of living expenses now? You can learn more at our website at www.piedmont-mortgage.com. Thank you.